Should be going live. Which Uday was already on earlier, just to say that he was here. Just posting on the social medias. And we'll wait around and see if people pop in. Ooh, what a day. Ah, there we go. Hello, Abhinava, Pranav, Ashwin. How's it going, everybody? Thanks for popping in. This live stream's not going to be super long, just because I've got to work early in the morning. But I wanted to pop in and, you know, do my weekly live stream. Nulut Pal, hello. Thank you. Yeah, it was cool that I hit 16K, isn't it? That last 1,000 took a while. But I always like seeing the numbers roll over. Yashvir, hello. Amal, how's it going? Matt with 2 A's. Sounds like Mott. Kind of sounds like a Star Wars name. I am the Jedi Mott. Dark Sith Mott. Darth Mott. No. Mott sounds more like a smuggler or something. Some kind of lowlife in the Star Wars universe. Time Pass, how's it going? Hello. Did you guys watch the Madhavan? The Madhavan interview? Quick question. Why would you spend money to watch Boggy 2? Because people wanted to know what my review would be. That is why. Hey, DP. Is it something I would spend money on to watch by myself if I wasn't doing a review? No. And I said that in my review. That I think people can wait until it goes on video if they're interested, but to skip it, it's not really worth the money. So if I was just watching it and I wasn't reviewing it, I wouldn't have gone to see it. Please react to the Neti Nadi Oki Kathi Telugu movie trailer. Is this a new one? I think I saw you requesting that before. Parta, hello. Time Pass, yeah, it was a good interview, huh? I had a lot of fun with the interview. Madhavan's a really nice guy. And we had a good conversation. I wanted the interview to feel more like a conversation instead of me just asking questions. But I had, you know, all of my questions and research that I had done just so that I have a place to go. I didn't want to just spend a lot of dead air kind of coming up with something to ask. But I didn't follow it like religiously or anything. It was more of where the conversation took us. So I think it turned out pretty good. I liked it. Ah, yes. Great interview. Thank you. It was fun. I'm glad you guys liked it. Interview hopefully do wonders for your channel. Well, I mean, that would be great. I would need people to share it because apparently YouTube's not doing very much to help promote my stuff. You know, I've even had messages from people that were saying that they didn't even get notified that I had a new video. They had to go look for it. They saw it on one of the social media. They didn't get notified on YouTube. And so I'm wondering how many people did not get the notification. I don't know. So I may need help. You guys should share it around. Well, Parta, thank you. I appreciate that. No, tonight is not going to be 8 hours. I've got to work. I got to work early in the morning, so it's not going to be a long live stream. I just wanted to be able to do my weekly live stream. I'm doing well. Thank you, Jones. Jones Vincent Productions. Yeah, Elias said they didn't get it either. So I don't know. I don't know what YouTube's doing over there, but it seems like the only way people are going to see the interview is if other people share it and tell people about it, because it seems like YouTube's not telling anybody. So I don't know. I don't know how the word's going to get out. Madhavan did retweet it with a nice message on his Twitter, and that was cool. Jones Vincent, you're giving nice reactions. Thank you. It's 12:08 and I got to be at work at 8. Yeah, it's 11:09 here and I've got to be at work at 8. I'm in the same boat. That's why this isn't going to be a super long live stream, but there was a lot of stuff that happened this week. We had the Boggy 2 review, we had the Rangastalam review, we had the Madhavan interview, we had that awesome trailer that I made for it at the behest of Sergeant Rocco. And so I wanted to be able to talk to you guys all about that stuff before I went to sleep. You didn't get the Boggy 2 review notification. Man, what is it with these notifications? I guess we just need to get people to follow the social media, because it's the only way they're going to know that anything I make is coming up. Is Hollywood movies censorship is liberal? Not quite sure I know where what the question is. Nalut Pal. Is Hollywood movies... I don't think Hollywood movies have much censorship. I mean, some of them have... they have, not propaganda, but they have agendas that they want to say. But can you be more clear on that question? You should collab more on Amazon shows. Well, if they want to do that, I'm still going to be honest with them. So if they have a show that they don't like and they're hoping to get some free positive promotion, I'm going to be honest with it. So it may backfire on them or backfire on me. I don't know how that would turn out, but yeah, I would like to. Salman is in jail for 5 years. I don't think so. His bail hearing is going to be coming up, what, this week? And he'll probably get out on bail. I don't think he's going to spend much time in jail. Celebrities usually don't, unless it's something like, you know, murder of another human being, but for poaching 20 years ago, I don't think so. Heard Fox is going around striking negative reviews of their stuff. Well, I don't know about Fox as the large company, but Fox Star India seems to be having a little trouble with that, with Daniel and Gan. We don't know if Fox did it. It's possible that Fox did it, but it came across as a spam or deceitful practices strike on their channel, which is something you would, you know, YouTube would give like Logan Paul for showing, you know, breaking a terms of service kind of thing. A review, that doesn't break terms of service. So I don't quite understand where that's coming from. It can't be YouTube that's doing it. Maybe someone, a lot of people they got a lot of haters that were flagging their videos falsely, and YouTube just took it down for that, but didn't research it at all. That could be. I'm not sure if Foxstar India did it themselves, because if they did, then their strike notice would have them on there as the claimant, and I don't think they were. So we're still kind of in the air on what's going on with Daniel and Gaines' strike. I know it got their dispute was not taken, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on with it. What do I think about the Infinity War movie? I'm excited for it. We talked about it in length on the other channel, Koricon Nerd, where all of my American movie stuff is. Me and the guy Matt Kohler, who I work with a lot. He's the director of Batman Master of Fear. They're working on the second episode right now. Me and him had a really long conversation about the Avengers Infinity War trailer and things that we thought would happen, and it's a good video, I thought. If you're interested, you can check that out. Tell us a bit of the U.S. Censor Board. Well, they're not really called the Censor Board, really. But what it is you submit a movie, and the way it works is they can't tell you what to take out to get a specific rating. You know, you have G, PG, PG-13, R, NC-17, and X. And then you have not rated. And so if you don't want to go through the censor board, or I guess you would call them the ratings board, if you don't want to go through the ratings board, you can just release your movie as unrated. But to keep it from it being censorship, they can't tell you, like they can say this movie will be rated R, but they can't tell you why. Now there's guidelines, you know, like if you say the F word twice, it's almost an automatic R rating. If you have a certain amount of violence or blood, that kind of thing makes it an R rating. But if you wanted it PG-13 and you submit your movie and it comes back that it's rated R, they can't tell you specifically what scenes they thought in their mind made it rated R. You have to just edit your movie until you shape it to where you want it to be, and hopefully you'll get a PG-13 rating if you submit it again. So they're not censoring in the way that they're telling you specifics, things that you have to change. They're just telling you this movie will be rated this if you keep it this way. And then you can resubmit it with a different edit and hope for a different rating. Maddie is a very simple person. Who's your next interview celebrity? I think SRK. Well, you're really jumping up there. I'm trying to get some other interviews, but I can't really talk about, like, I don't want to talk about what I'm trying to get, because if I don't get it, then it, you know, it's like me trying to promise something that I can't confirm or get specifics of. Like, I knew I was going to have the interview with Madhavan months ago. He had agreed to it when we first started talking after that first tweet where he got Amazon to give me the Prime account. When we were emailing back and forth, within the first couple of emails, I was like, hey, you know, I would be remiss if I don't ask this, but can you do an interview? And he said, absolutely, we'll do it after the show's over. So I had already gotten permission or confirmation from him that we were going to do the interview, but it wouldn't feel right for me to announce to everybody that I was going to have an interview when I didn't actually have it yet. And so even if I have things in the background, like I'm asking people, and even if some people say yes, I don't want to announce that I have an interview and then it fall through or it doesn't happen. And then for one, it looks bad on them because maybe they just couldn't do it because of time, but then people feel negative towards them because I didn't get the interview. And I don't want people getting mad at me saying that I'm lying to them when that's not the case. So when I know for sure, like when I had the Madhavan interview on Tuesday, right after it was done, I posted a picture still of it to say, hey, look what I got, you know, so that people knew that the interview was coming. But I'm not going to announce interviews that I might or might not have until it's filmed. just because I don't want to mislead anybody in case something goes wrong. Sorry, I think I missed some stuff. Horror movie is your favorite? There's a lot of different kinds of horror movies. So, like, I guess you would say one of my favorite more, like, the thing is, I don't get scared at movies, so there isn't a horror movie that I'm like, I love because it's super scary. I don't get scared at movies, so it's more of a, I have favorites in different genres for different reasons. So like the more violent kind of gore horror movies, my favorite would be like Hellraiser. And for slasher films, my favorite would be Halloween. For supernatural, it would be The Fog, John Carpenter's The Fog. I always like that one. Uday, hey! Yes, thank you. The MPA usually does specify what gives a movie an R rating, PG-13. They just won't tell you what to do in regards to changing your film to achieve the... Exactly, yeah. I mean, they will... Yeah, there's Daniel Gain. Hey, did we get any more update? I had someone ask earlier, I'm not sure if you were on. Did we get any more updates on that whole strike thing? Because I was saying we don't know if it came from Foxstar India because their name wasn't on the claimant, right? But your dispute got knocked down. Like, do we have any updates on that stuff? But yeah, they won't. So I guess they do specify what. Yeah, they give specifics like 2 F-bombs will give you an R rating. Nudity will give you an R rating unless it's a butt, can be in PG-13 kind of thing. But they're not going to tell you what specifics of a movie that you would need to change. My head is too small. Not from my point of view. Oh, are you going to be like that? Valaria, if I get any more like that, I'm going to have to block you. I don't want you to be a troll. React to Vice documentary An Insignificant Man. Oh, I'll watch it, but I'm not going to react to it. That sounds interesting, though. You emailed the department and they gave you a more vague bullshit. Can you upload... Like, I was thinking about this the other day. If that happened to me, I would end up uploading the video on other formats just to have people watch it and then give their opinion on whether or not. So can you upload it somewhere else, like stream it on Twitch or Daily Motion, maybe even upload it straight to Facebook or something? I would do that. Have you thought of uploading it anywhere else? Well, when you do upload it somewhere else, send me the links and I will share it all over the place too, so we can get the word out. So make sure you follow Daniel Gan and me on the social medias and help us get the word out on all this stuff. No problem, bros. How many Hollywood movies are produced in a year? Oh, quite a few, but nowhere near as many as India. And most of them are direct to DVD. They're not like theater films. Try to run for 10 minutes. All right, so I'm gonna talk about this. I used to weigh over 500 pounds for a while. Long time. I had calcaneal apophysitis. I talked about that in my interview. And my heels would fracture. So I couldn't walk. And I was in a wheelchair for about 3 or 4 months, sometimes 5 months out of a year for about 5 years. And then I was stuck in that wheelchair. And that's when I started getting big. Then every time I went through a growth spurt, my heels would fracture again on their own. And then as I got bigger, the food was not moving through my intestine very fast. So I was absorbing like everything. So I could eat the same amount as everybody else but gain weight. And then we were with a nutritionist for a year, did stuff with a bunch of doctors, and then they did the gastric bypass. And they removed 4/5 of my stomach and 6 inches of my intestine to try and bring that number down. That got me to where I am now. I should weigh 300 pounds, but I weigh about 350. I can't run. I can barely walk for I walk around at work, but my knees are hyperextended, so they actually go backwards. My lower back is compacted from being big for so long, and I have a pinched nerve in the lower left part of my back. And so running would be excruciating. Walking for a long period of time, and I'm on my feet for a good 6 or 8 hours at work, by the time I get home, my feet, my knees, and my back are in so much pain that I'm almost numb. And then it's hard for me to even get comfortable enough to fall asleep. So running is out of the picture. There's no way I could do running. I couldn't run for a long time. I mean, I can move fast for a short period of time, but it's going to hurt like a mofo. So I don't do it. Now, if someone, I've had people say, well, I can beat you in a fight because I'm faster and I'm quicker. And I'm like, well, if you're running away, the fight's over. I'm not I'm not doing anything. I'm not worried about it. I'm not chasing after you. Like, I don't care if you run away. Anyway. Gian. Thank you. I always had a trouble pronouncing, whenever there's I's and A's close together involved in a word, my brain just farts and doesn't know what to do. Gian. Thank you. Daniel and Gian. And you guys should know by now, I'm horrible at pronouncing names. I suck at it. BitConnect. Vice documentary An Insignificant Man has a 3-minute long trailer. That's cool. 2 independent filmmakers shot the journey. That would be an interesting documentary. Gian Alberto. That's a... I like that. Alberto. AJ! You guys might have seen him at the beginning of the trailer for the Madavant thing. Sergeant Rocco thanked you as well in his reaction to it. Yeah, D&G are here. Hey, Joe. Renam title track is out now. I did. I saw it. I don't react to songs, though, because copyright stuff is too high. I wouldn't say it's a gangsta name. I would call it more like a mobster name. Like, it sounds like an old, New York Italian mob hitman or something. Gian Alberto. I'll take out your family. You don't mess with the family. Don't mess with the family. Gian Alberto will take you out if you mess with the family. Yeah, the Italian mafia. Raul moved to India. No, I like living here. This is where I was born. I like India a lot, but I would rather live where my family is. Agent Bert. Agent Bert sounds like an incompetent CIA agent. Like a comedy movie. He's Puerto Rican, but they ask him what part of Italy he's from. I'm not surprised. I mean, it does sound, especially with the Alberto, it sounds like an Italian name. Dirty Nolly, you were back. Now you're blocked again. How was the title track? I liked it. The guy that was doing the rapping, he timed his raps to the music very well. I enjoyed that timing. The music itself reminded me a lot of the kind of like a goth resurgence of 80s music. That synth sound, and it worked really well for the song. I thought it was good. I liked the song. Not something I would want to like go watch a concert for or anything, but I thought it was a good song, and it fit the it fit the movie well for being in Detroit and everything. It sounded and looked great. I liked it. Kadapa web series. I think you told me about that before, Joe. I haven't watched it yet. When are we seeing a collab of D&G and Koricon Nala? I don't know. Hey, Daniel and Gian, now that I can pronounce your name, when are we going to do a collab? Like, I'd like to get you guys on my Creator Spotlight series. Do an interview with you. Yeah, me and Sergeant Rocco want to do something too. We just haven't figured out details of what we want to do. Yeah, I'll go on your podcast and you come on my Creator Spotlight. That would be great. Can we expect an interview with Amit yet? I haven't heard from him. Monavon just got on an airplane like 20 minutes ago. I think he's going to be seeing him this weekend. So I haven't heard anything from that yet. I don't know what's going to happen yet. So I'm not going to promise anything. You weigh 69 kilograms. What do I weigh in kilograms? A lot more than 69, I'll tell you that much. 158, 159-ish. So I'm 90 more kilograms than you are. Hey, Red. Am I looking forward to interviewing more heroes in the future? Yeah, I want to do more interviews. Those were a lot of fun. I enjoyed doing them. I think I'm pretty good at it. Manam Telugu movie. Yeah, I've heard that it's got the 3 generations in there. I heard about that. That's pretty cool. Too many more than 3 or 4 people in a reaction doesn't generally look good. Yeah, I tend to just keep it with 2 most of the time. I can do 3 if we break the screen up into 4s and the reaction is in 1/4 of it, but don't really want to go over that. Parmanu teaser. Movie about India's first nuclear testing. That would be an interesting concept. Is that a new one? Edison, how's it going? I don't look that heavy. Well, that's because I've got... Well, let me do the conversion. I've got 220 pounds of muscle, which is 100 kilograms of muscle. Muscle is a lot more dense than fat. And I'm 6'2", and so I hold my weight pretty well. I don't look as big as I actually am. Or I don't look as fat as I am. I don't look my weight. People don't think I weigh as much as I do. What part of state do you live? Oh, I live in Colorado, in the United States. Parmanu is a new one. Cool. Just require a good kick to your knees and you'll be falling down and broke your own legs. No. I've had training in a few martial arts, shoot fighting, which is kind of a mix of kickboxing and grappling. I got jumped a lot when I was younger, growing up on the East Coast near DC. So I had to learn street fighting the hard way. Not going to be able to just knock my knees out. Trust me. I've had people try it before. It's all good. You don't look that heavy, you look medium. Yeah, I don't look like I weigh 350. But I do. I got a big old gut. You know, you guys don't see as much down here, but it's there. Do a dance movement? What, like from the end of my videos? What was the one that I have done recently? Okay, I get a shotgun. Yeah, see, that'll work. Hey, Batman. How's it going? The Madhavan interview was great. Thank you, Edison. I had a lot of fun with it. It was a great interview. He's a really nice guy. What's my car's name? Dudge. My car is a Hyundai. It's like a, you know, cheap Korean car. I don't have a name for it. I just call it car. My real name's Matt. Madhavan was calling me by my real name. That's great, Batman. As some of you may not know from the previous stream, Batman was the first one to give me a super chat. That was awesome. You loved the interview? I appreciate it. It was fun. I had a lot of fun. You wish I had talked more about Vikram Vita? Well, I mean, the whole reason for the interview and everything else that was going on was really breathe. And so I kind of wanted to focus more on that. I mean, that's the whole reason I got exposed. You know, he got exposed to me, you know, with the whole Twitter thing, getting me the Amazon Prime account. So that was really what we were focusing on. I did touch a little bit on Vikram Vita, more about performances, try and get it to equal up more with what was going on with Breathe, you know, having character similarities and things like that. But I mean, the interview was already an hour long. But yeah, I've had a few people say that they wanted me to talk more about Vikram Vita, and I totally get it. Yeah, I've had many people tell me about NEN. Buy a Lambo? Yeah, right. With what money? So Veda. Vikram Veda. Is that right? The E is an A. Vikram Veda. My background setup is cool. Yeah, I like it. Simple but looks complicated. Matt that grand Nala. So it's not Manish, it's Manesh Babu. Okay, cool. What do I think about the time gap between current Indian technology used for movies compared to top-notch Hollywood movies? You mean like how long before India starts using the same stuff Hollywood is using? They are using pretty much the same thing. I mean, the technology they're using for 2.0 is the current technology that we use for 3D movies. So it's not... I don't quite understand what you mean by a time gap. Where did I get this? I bought it off a guy from eBay, and he had it shipped to me from India. There was no place in the United States that had any posters for Indian movies. And that was the only place I could find online where I could buy a poster. I was actually surprised that he was real and actually sent me the poster. For a while there I thought it was fake, but I figured for the amount of money I would at least give it a shot. Yep. Daniel and Gian, got it. They're here too. Mahesh, not Man-ish. Ash. Mahesh. Wow. See, I'm horrible at pronouncing names. I try, though. Thank you for letting me know. Your body type, I better use shotgun shells. Probably. Birdshot's not going to do too much. Is it double-sided? No. No, it's just a regular poster. Pretty thin paper. It's not like a super thick poster of any kind. Yes, I'm 6'2". I don't have a 2.0 poster. And like I said, we don't have like local places I can just go and buy an Indian poster. I'd have to find a place online to get it sent to me. Yeah, you could print a poster. It wouldn't be that big unless you found a large printer that could do it. I haven't played Far Cry 5, but I know a lot of people that like it. Watched the porno movie based on the life of the Indian girl. History to climb Mount Everest at age 13. Interesting. Oh, you collect posters. Yeah, I got it like a year ago. Pretty much a year ago. So I'm not sure if I have that contact information, but I can try and find it and send it to you. Devanda, hello. Tell you about my background? Well, this is 4 large cardboard pieces that I taped together to make a fake wall that I could move around. And then I just put posters on it. Whenever I got a poster, I would just put it on it. That's why it's covering up other posters and stuff. So whenever I get another poster, I might put one here or put one over here, and it covers up. It's like a montage. or a collage. It's a collage. These are just 2 bookcases that I got from a local retail store that I put together. And then I just put a lot of stuff on there that I get from Loot Crate, or when I did Geek Fuel for a while, so some of that stuff is Geek Fuel. Then there's things like movies. You know, I got the Savaji the Boss, Mudhalvin, Logan, Deadpool, Star Wars. My Briscoe County Jr., because I'm a big fan of Bruce Campbell. That, oh, you can't see it, but I got Bruce Campbell to sign when I met him at Denver Comic Con. He signed my copy of Bubba Hotep, which is a movie he's in. And the rest is just, you know, knickknacks and stuff. Nerdy things. Have I ever shot a 50 BMG? 50 caliber, you mean? No, I haven't shot a 50. I've shot a 45, though. I didn't catch the whole thing with the... I think you were saying something about Justice League and Infinity War. I did not get that. What do you prefer to spend time with if you have 2 options? Beautiful girl or a most awaited movie? If a girl will not be available after 3 hours. Well, what's the point of being with a girl if she's going to be gone in 3 hours anyway? Look, when I was younger, I would do anything to be around a beautiful girl and just sit there and stare at her for a few hours. But as I got older, that kind of doesn't really matter because it doesn't provide me anything positive except to see a pretty girl for a few hours. But I could just go outside and go to a store and wander around and end up seeing a pretty girl at some point. So what do I get out of it besides seeing a pretty girl? I heard Irfan Khan was still in the hospital. I don't know of any other updates on that, though. If you have any, I would like to know. I really like him. Neshwar, ask with respect to your career, family. I'm not quite sure. I think I might have missed something. Have I played PUBG or the Assassin's Creed series? I'm not really into... I'm not a huge gamer anymore. I used to be a long time ago, but it's a lot of time and I end up getting bored really fast. So I would probably play PUBG for 10 or 15 minutes and then I'd want to go do something else. It's just not me anymore. I used to play a lot when I was younger. Why can't I review Billboard Top 50 English Weekly and Monthly? Because you love English songs. I'm not really into the Billboard Top pop songs. It's not something I'm really interested in. I mean, I like hearing a song from time to time when people send them to me, but I don't research them. I don't look into them. I don't even know what's in the top 50. I don't keep track of that. What do I think about Salman Khan getting arrested? Well, if he did actually poach, you know, these rare, I think they were birds, right? No, deer. If he actually poached an endangered species and knew it was an endangered species, then he should, you know, go to jail or have to deal with whatever was going on with that. I don't think he's going to spend 5 years in prison, though. You know, they convicted him, but he's got his bail meeting next week. They'll probably let him out on bail. Usually famous people or people with money, they don't end up staying in jail unless it's like the murder of a human or something super serious. Not that I'm saying that killing an endangered species isn't serious, but in the form of the public and the law, it may not be as serious. So they'll probably let him out with a bail. Any movie I'm looking forward to watching this Saturday or Sunday? Well, unfortunately for Saturday, which is tomorrow, I guess, or today in about 10 minutes, I have to work all day, starting at 8 in the morning. And then when I get home, I'm filming some Young Justice stuff with Matt. I'm not going to be able to see a movie tomorrow. I'll barely be able to work on some edits that I want to do. Sunday, I'm also working all day. I want to try and see A Quiet Place, but I may not be able to see it until Monday or Tuesday. I don't know. I have to look at my schedule. But Saturday and Sunday, I'm working a lot of hours, so it's going to be a busy weekend for me. Can I tell you something about my family? It's my parents and my brother. I don't know. What do you want to know? I mean, as long as it's not personal information about them, I don't mind answering the questions. But I don't know what you want to know. I saw Queen. I like Queen, but I'm not sure what you said, Red. VR. I think I missed some of that. Contestants for attending the movie premieres like JL Infinity War, more recently the premiere of Rampage, are limited to US and Australia only. Huh. Usually for movies they do multiple premieres. Like they'll do a premiere in the US and then they'll do a premiere in England, they'll do a premiere in China. The stars end up traveling around and doing multiple premieres throughout the world. Are they going to do that? Salman Khan ran over some people on a footpath when he was drunk. WrestleMania is Sunday. That's why Gian and I will be oh, hey, Sergeant Rocco. How's it going, bro? Neshwar originally asked about my background, but meaning your family. Oh, I just got it. Thank you, Sergeant Rocco. This is my background. You meant my life background. Ding. Okay. I get it now. It's so funny. Okay. My father likes Indian movies. Manam is a good movie to suggest. Yeah. I mean, he watches a lot of Indian movies, so I'll see if that's something he's interested in. I Want to Break Free is a song by Queen. Yes, it is. I like Queen. Queen's a good band. Are the ticket prices more expensive on weekends? No. Ticket prices are generally the same no matter when a movie comes out. There's only the only time you get price increases are for movies that are in IMAX. It costs more, or if it's in 3D, it costs more. And also what they call Fathom events or special releases. Those cost more too. Why don't I tour India? Because I have no money. Earning my mod status, eh? Yes. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for being a mod, Mr. Sergeant Rocco. Do you know there are South Indian production houses, chain gold mines? Oh, well, that's cool that they're releasing dubbed movies. As long as they're allowed to do that, that's awesome. I don't think I'm going to react to anything today. I think we're just going to do a fun live chat because we had a lot of stuff going on this week, and I can't be on too long just because I have to work tomorrow early. So I'm not going to get a lot of sleep. You have cheap-ass Tuesday in Australia. Tickets are half price. That's awesome. Do I like Brian, Sam Hunt, Florida, Georgia Line? I do not know who any of those are. Oh, Luke Bryan. Isn't he country music? No, I don't like country music. Nothing against it. I just personally don't like it. In Los Angeles, ticket prices go up after 5 p.m. Yeah, I guess they do have that out here, matinee prices, but I don't think it's that much difference. It's like maybe a couple of bucks. But Daniel and Gian, I'm making you a moderator, since I can trust you. You have MoviePass? I have MoviePass. I love MoviePass. I couldn't use MoviePass for the 2 Indian movies, though. Am I going to watch Mercury in theaters? I don't know. Whenever I can see an Indian movie, it all depends on the time and whether or not I can get out to a theater. And so usually if I find a day that I have that, then I just see whatever is showing and try and watch that. Oh, you just saw Ready Player One for a second time, Sergeant Rocco? That was a fun movie. I had a lot of fun with it. Wednesday and Thursday are cheaper. Appreciate your review and your rework in spite of difference of opinion in some places of your reviews. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not expecting people to agree with me all the time. It's just my opinions. But I like hearing other people's opinions. Blackmail Hindi movie, it released in the US. I was looking at the releases today. I didn't see it anywhere. Is it coming out this weekend or something? What genre music do I like? Mostly metal. But I do listen to a lot of different stuff depending on my mood. But most of the time I don't like seek out music. Like when I'm in my car, I'm listening to NPR. So. Yeah, it's it. I'm glad to see Spielberg back on top of his game. Hey, Ravinder. Once I was saying my dad doesn't like to face the camera, but someone suggested that you don't bring him to a podcast. No, I don't have any updates on that. For the most part, he doesn't really want to be... He likes observing, but he doesn't want to be involved. Who is Pardisi Grandma? I don't know what that's referencing. Put a 2.0 movie poster. Yeah, I don't have any 2.0 movie posters, and getting a hold of one would not be easy. So if you know of some place that I can get a 2.0 poster easily for the United States, send me a link, and if I have money at some point, I'll try and buy one. Would like to see his views on movies too. Yeah. I mean, I can tell you what he thought, but he's just not interested at all in being on camera. Hey, Shreyas. As long as our discussions are healthy and focused, we will be aligned to your reviews. Yeah, that's what I like. I like discussions. I like conversations. I mean, we don't always have to agree, as long as we're not like... I don't want people attacking each other. You know, you don't have to agree on a movie. It's okay to disagree. Will I be reviewing the Netflix series Sacred Games? I don't know. Haven't heard much about it yet. I did enjoy Ready Player One. I did a review of it on my other channel. Spielberg is always on top of his game. He wasn't during the last Indiana Jones movie. But no, he is very, very good. I love Spielberg. I'm not saying anything. I'm just messing around. But I wasn't a big fan of the last Indiana Jones, and I didn't think he was the right fit for AI, because even though him and oh my God, I can see his face, the director. Kubrick, Stanley Kubrick. Even though they were best friends, Spielberg's vision and Kubrick's vision don't match, so I don't think Spielberg should have finished AI. I think they should have got someone else. Maybe if Kubrick had, or if Spielberg produced it and they got somebody else to finish it, but you could really feel this part is Kubrick, this part is Spielberg, and I don't think that matched very well. What is my profession? You want to be a filmmaker or something? Right now I'm kind of floating around on jobs. Like still am, I guess, technically a real estate agent. Worked in real estate, but the market shifted in the past year and work has become slim, and so I had to get a second job at a retail store just to pay bills, but I don't know what I want to do with the real estate yet. If I want to keep doing it or if I want to do something. So I don't know. I'm kind of in a weird place right now with job. When am I going to react to the clock trailer? Well, I'm not going to react to the clock trailer because they played it before Ready Player One, so I got to see it. I wasn't able to react to it. But it looks cool. Something about Avengers, I missed that, sorry. Oh, Blackmail released today. Pardisi already reviewed it. Awesome. Well, I'm not seeing it anytime soon. I mean, I got to work all weekend, long hours, and I don't know what next week will be. But like I said, whenever I can get to, like I have a day where I can cut a good 8 or 10 hours out of my day and I can travel to see a movie, then I try and see whatever is out at that time. Who is my favorite Telugu actor? I don't have favorites for anything. You have to stay kind of neutral if you're going to be a movie reviewer. So I always try and stay neutral. And my natural personality is, I think everybody has goods and positives. Some people pick good scripts. Funny I say that, most things people attribute to were actually from Kubrick. Well, I think Kubrick had I would be curious. Like, the parts I attribute to Kubrick would be pretty much everything in the first 2/3 of the movie. And then the third act, or at least half of the third act, felt a lot like Spielberg to me. Maybe I'm wrong. Shifting the jobs will keep you interested, at least instead of doing the same stuff day and again and again. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with the jobs. I haven't really decided yet. I'm just kind of taking it one day at a time and seeing what paths come before me. And then I'll figure it out. A script fan? Yes. Who do I think is future stars? I'm not sure who would be future stars. I mean, you can pretty much see who's coming up, but when it comes to the movie industry, it's all about your last movie. So people that seem like movie star material right now could kind of go away within a movie or two. So you never really know who's going to actually hit or not. Hey, no, you're not too late. I didn't get to see the post. It got out of theaters before I could watch it, but I do want to see it. What do I think about people who steal from organizations? Can you be more specific? I'm against stealing, so... But is there something that you're specifically asking about? Even if I buy a 2.0 poster, I don't see any space for it left in the background. Well, this is a collage. It would end up covering part of the whatever is here. So I don't know where I would put it, but I would figure something out. Maybe a smaller 2.0 poster. I can put it right here, or right here, right here, or something like that. all of the heart came from Kubrick and all of the darkness came from Spielberg. It's one of the main reasons why Spielberg was so attracted to finishing it, or at least that's what he told us. That would seem backwards, wouldn't it? Either way, even if it's flipped like that, I still don't think Spielberg's vision fit with Kubrick's. If it's one way or the other, it did not seem to mesh with me. But it just could be me personally. No, Kubrick died way before AI came out. Spielberg, he didn't even finish the script. Spielberg had help finishing the script and then made the movie because he wanted to, show respect to his friend because they were longtime good friends. What's my favorite food cuisine? I guess you would say I gravitate more towards Italian spices like garlic, oregano. I wouldn't call them Italian, I guess, but the Italian flavors of, garlic and butter and oregano and parsley and all of that kind of stuff. But I love rice. Rice is like my favorite food, so if there's rice, I'll probably eat it. Yes, I have had Indian cuisine, and yes, I do like it, but I'm not a big fan of extremely spicy things. I like to taste my food. So I don't eat super spicy for any language or any culture food. And I like curry, but I don't like it strong. I have a sensitive palate. I taste things in extremes, so I don't like things to be overpowering. Who am I looking forward to interviewing on my channel in the future? Well, Daniel and Gian, hopefully soon. Sergeant Rocco at some point. For like movie stars and stuff, I don't know. I mean, it would be whoever agrees. I have feelers out. We'll see who says yes. What are my predictions or anticipations on 2.0? Don't know. We don't have a trailer. Until I see a trailer, I'm not going to be able to say too much about it. But they're constantly being pushed means that they weren't prepared for the post-production problems, and that worries me a little bit. But I'm not going to even... I stopped worrying about 2.0 a while ago, so I'll watch whatever they send me, but I haven't made an opinion on it yet, because all we've seen are those 2 featurettes. Abshek, hello, thank you. I know. Thank you for being a fan. I've seen you comment a lot. Yeah, VR, YouTube's been not sending notifications very well. I don't know why. I've had a lot of people say they didn't get notified of my interview with Madovan, and they just haven't been getting notifications. I don't know what's going on with that. Hey, Stern King. Yeah, not too late. I mean, I'll be doing this for a little bit longer, but not too late because I got to work early in the morning. Neshwar, please interview you. You may differ in opinions, but would love to have a discussion sometime. Well, that would be cool. I don't know about a full interview, but I talk with people online all the time. You should hit me up on one of the social media. Hey, Chris, how's it going, man? Yeah, we need to do stuff with D&G and Sergeant Rocco at some point. You get a comment like notifications, but not video uploads. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why they're not giving updates. It's frustrating. What about a Rajnikant interview? It's not like I can just go and make these people do it. It would be awesome, though. I would love to do that. Maddie with Maddie. Yep, that is true. And it was a good interview. I had a lot of fun with it. My channel would explode if I got interviews with Rajnikant. I think the heads of my subscribers would explode too. They would see that and go like, what? How did you do that? My work is impeccable. I wouldn't say impeccable, but it's pretty darn good, I think. You're in post-production of your web series. Ooh, awesome. Yeah, when you guys are done, for sure, let me know and we'll figure out a time. I'm in, no huge rush. I'm not like saying we have to do it tomorrow. But yeah, finish up your stuff for sure. And then when we do the interview, we can promote the web series. So it'll be like a twofer. Do I remember when I was in India News saying that Rajnikant fan in America? Yeah, CNN took clips of my video from Kabali and showed it on CNN in India. And that was really weird. The next day I woke up and I was getting a bunch of messages from people. Hey, I just saw you on TV. And I'm like, what? Like, they didn't ask me for permission. They don't have to. I just woke up and found out I was on CNN. That was weird. Tell you about my education. Well, I went to college. Went to college the first time for networking and computer science. Worked in that field for about 8 years. Didn't like it, and so went back for business. But ended up leaving because college was just too expensive, and I didn't feel I was getting enough out of it. And just became a real estate agent, and that's where I am now. You can go to YouTube headquarters and raise questions like that woman did. No. Looked like you both were having fun, which made it fun for us. Yeah, it was fun. Had a lot of fun. A little nervous at first just because, I haven't had an interview with someone that big before. But, we fell into a good swing after about 15 minutes or so, and it went really well. I liked it. Will you do party all 3 trailers today? No, I'm not going to be on for too much longer because I got to work early in the morning. My age, I'm 39. Do I smoke weed? No, I don't. We're not doing any trailer reactions today because I've got to work early in the morning. Like, I have to be at work in 7.5 hours. So I need to go to sleep at some point. Not going to pull an all-nighter like I did that one day. How expensive is... You mean CGI here? Are you talking about CGI? Computer graphics, or... What is CLG? We don't have any government CGI. No, there's no government paid for CGI. Oh, college. Sorry. Blech. College is very expensive here. And then they have out-of-state versus in-state. So if you're in-state, it's a little cheaper, which means you've lived here for a while, and so you're considered in-state. Then they have community colleges, which are a little cheaper. They're not, I guess you could say all colleges are technically kind of state and government colleges, but not really, because they're for profit. So, but the government's not going to pay for anything. What they'll do is they'll put you in a lot of debt. they'll give you student loans with huge interest rates that you can never pay off. Yeah, he was gracious. He saw that I was nervous there at first, and he helped out. And then right after that, I just went and got into a good smoothness afterwards. I noticed after he talked about the trailer, and I said that I got one thing wrong, and then he stopped me. That's when I was in my head going, okay, take it down a notch. And then we were good for the rest of it. Have I watched Along with the Gods? No, I don't think I have. Doesn't sound familiar. Is it just me because you seem quite stressed and irate today? I don't think I'm stressed and irate. Do I seem stressed and irate? Yeah, 65K in debt. Exactly. I think right now I'm at like 50K in debt, which is crazy. 45 or 50, somewhere in there. I stopped keeping track. It's ridiculous. Government college you studied cost you $50 a year. Yeah, I don't have that in the U.S. They have extreme debt that will cripple your credit for the rest of your life. I don't understand the point of being college education expensive for government colleges as well, because ultimately they want people to be educated, right? Well, yeah. It's more like they want money. That's really what they want. If you're smart or not, they don't care, as long as they get paid. But I'm kind of I guess I'm a little bit of a pessimist when it comes to colleges, universities, and large companies. I think a lot of them are just about profit margins, and the individual doesn't matter. Whenever there is a for-profit involved, it means that the individual is just a number. You have that effect on people? Well, I don't think I'm irate, so I don't know where that's coming from. Along with the Gods, it's Korean. Ah, no, I haven't heard of it. Oh, college is cheap if you get a merit seat in government college in India. Well, that's cool. What if you don't pay the 65K? They can't take your house. No, but they can ruin your credit. And credit is used for everything. So like, I don't have good credit because I stopped paying my student loans a long time ago. Yeah, you can't declare bankruptcy on student loans. I dealt with the fact that my credit's going to be horrible, and I just stopped paying. So I don't pay mine anymore. I talked to them a few times, and it was funny. The lady said, "Don't you feel like you need to repay your debts?" And I said, "Yes, but can you take my car?" She said, "No." I said, "Can you feed me?" She said, "No." I was like, "Well, can you take my phone?" "No." "Are you going to put gas in my car?" You know, obviously you are the last on the list of places that I'm going to be paying. Because you can't repo my car. You're not going to put gas in it. You're not going to give me food. You're not going to give me shelter. Like, I need to pay all of these things before I pay you. And since I barely have money to pay for these things, you're not getting jack. Who are the other YouTube reviewers you know? Well, Daniel and Gian, Pardisi, Sergeant Rocco, my friend Matt, the Pharaoh Wizard. that Vicky girl I talk to, along with Sky Channel on Twitter from time to time. And then I'm in the Reactors League, like you can see this, the Reactors League, and so a whole bunch of us are in that group. Rajnikant is very popular in India. Yes, he is. All over the place. In Asia. Yeah. Student loans in America are a lifetime repayment. That's for sure. Adam Ruins Everything is a great show. I love that show. It's cheap there, but they just produce modern slaves to work. I think the ones here produce that as well a lot, unless you get into some kind of research or education, something where you're making your own, like art or writing. Yes, education and healthcare are huge money-making machines, that is for sure. Multiplex theater, popcorn, and Coke cost more than the ticket. It costs more than the ticket here as well. So I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. Thursday. Sorry, I'm looking at something real quick. You know, guys, I'm sorry I have to cut this short, but I just got a message and I need to go talk with people. So I need to get off because I need to talk to them before I go to bed, and then I gotta go to bed. But you guys are awesome. I'm sorry I gotta cut this short, but if it turns out good, I think you guys might enjoy it because it is kind of channel related. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you for showing the love on the Madhavan review. Please share that review around. If you know of people that haven't seen it, and they're reactors, tell them to react to the trailer for it, because I would love to see reactions to those trailers as well that I did for the Madhavan review. But it seems like the people that you know, the people that are on my channel, the subscribers, they haven't been getting notified, which sucks. So I don't think people are knowing, you know, that the review is out, or the interview. So spread the word, let people know. Thank you guys very much for watching. Have a good night, and I will see you guys on the next video.